Brasty McGibbon with Sault College head coach Brianne Shunock. Brianne, welcome back.
Yes.
Congratulations, because the last name has changed.
Yes.
So that's exciting. Talking hockey now. Second time in 2 years that you guys have been here. This is also your second year as a coach. Tell me about that feeling. I mean, that's got to be pretty good.
It's been quite the experience the last 2 years. Last year we were really excited to be here. First time that the women's team from Sault College made nationals, and we came out with 2 wins, which was awesome. And now we're heading to the semifinals. So we've made it a step further than we did last year.
How do you parlay the 2 wins at nationals last year in your coaching strategy and your mission to your players to increase your success this year?
We just take it one game at a time, and that's how it's been all year. We're undefeated still, and in order for us to keep our heads a little bit cooler than some might when they're having an undefeated season, we just focus on the next game at hand. So, we'd love to be thinking of a national championship game right now, but we have to win the next game first.
Is it, and I'm kind of searching for a word, and the word that comes to mind is infectious, in the sense that you get here, you have girls, women that experience a national tournament, you go back, and does it just circulate and infect from there?
Yeah, and I think that that's a big reason as to why we're so successful this year. Last year we had 2 big wins. We came into the tournament just hoping to win 1 game,
right,
and we lost to Assiniboine in pool play, and they ended up winning the entire tournament. So all of our returning players coming into this season remembered that moment, and it was their goal to get to the finals of the championships this year after being beat out last year. So that's been the main goal the entire year.
So you mentioned Assiniboine, and my bad, but I've got the wrong one up. Looking over there, we see Assiniboine's name on it 2 times. And are you able to use that as motivation?
Absolutely. They're a great team, and we've played them twice this season already, but we have to get through Dakota first, and they're also a really good team. We've played them this season as well, so it's just going to be whatever team is on and makes the least amount of mistakes.
One of the recurring themes that I have, and it's interesting, for the number of years I've been doing this, one thing that I've noticed more this year, speaking and especially to Canadian female players, are, there's a void of opportunities, being a Canadian myself, right? There's a void of opportunities for Canadian girls, women, females after high school hockey. And I can remember, it wasn't that long ago, that the ACHA had not penetrated Canada yet. Do you feel that the ACHA is filling a void that otherwise is unfilled in Canada?
Absolutely. I played U Sports, so I played for Brock University, and you look at the number of universities that have hockey teams in Canada, then you look at the NCAA programs, but that's a select few for all of those programs, and the ACHA is opening the door to girls that are top competitors on their team, but maybe aren't breaking that lineup. And so we always look at that as a positive for any recruit that we're talking to. They've worked so hard to play college hockey, and we get to give them that opportunity.
You have a very interesting, I was going to say perspective, and that again I don't think is the right word, opportunity. In that, being a 2-year school, you have the opportunity again to allow women to come in and play, advance their hockey skills, and then potentially move on and gain a 4-year degree, go NCAA, go ACHA Division 1 or 2 at a 4-year school. How long do you think it's going to be before these elite women's schools in the ACHA really are kind of a testing ground or a proving ground for higher levels of hockey?
exactly what you said is what I also tell some of our recruits, because you might not get noticed in your final year of U18 AA or your first or second year of junior. But for us, we actually have a few girls on our team that do receive offers from Canadian university teams after spending one season with us. So I like to think of it as a stepping stone for a lot of them. And if they have that mentality and they're thinking about that, then we're going to get their best effort every single game. So it's not that you're in a 2-year program and then you're necessarily done. It might just be another stepping stone before you go and play where you originally were hoping to go.
The new players on your team that have left Canada, left Ontario, and have come down here, what sort of, not even solicited feedback, but just when you hear the girls talking on the bus, in the hotel, what do they think of this experience? I mean, 8 sheets of ice under one roof. Okay, I mean, if you were to add up the square footing of the mezzanine alone, it's probably like 2 Walmarts. Okay, like
half a Sault Ste. Marie.
It is, yeah. Like, what do they think?
Yeah, it's, you know what, our seniors did a really good job of preparing them for that, and getting them ready, because it can be very overwhelming when they walk in here. I know as a coach, someone that has never been in an arena of this size, it was very overwhelming, and I got lost a few times trying to go to the coaches meeting. So they did a really good job.
I saw you walking up the highway up north of here. Yeah. Has anyone seen the coaches meeting? Yeah.
So for our seniors to really take care of our rookies in those situations, but we have so many first-year players that are completely dialed in. They're so focused on winning, and they don't want to even think of what could happen if they lose, and that's what's really brought us here. Our seniors have done a great job, but our first years have really just pushed everyone else on our team, which is not usually the case with first-year players. But our recruiting has been really strong, and we've been taking leaders from every team in the U18 and the junior divisions in Canada, and it really shows for us.
Okay. We're going to put hockey aside just for a minute, okay? Kind of.
That's harder to talk about.
Yeah, well, it is, okay? As now a wife, as a former player, and being able to foster, mentor, coach, enhance the lives of these young women, and you've only got 2 years, okay? What are some things that you would want them to walk away from their time at Sault College enhanced with?
Well, there's 4 of us on our staff that are newer to coaching. I almost said all of us, but our goalie coach has been around for quite a while. And our biggest thing is, you are going to remember this experience for the rest of your life. You are going to have people that you played hockey with at your wedding one day, and they are going to be the godparents of your children, and so on and so forth. So our biggest thing is to play with no regrets, so that 10, 15, 20 years down the road, you're not thinking about that one moment when you should have taken a shot instead of passing, or what it might be. And that's probably my favorite part of coaching, is I'm coaching hockey players, but I'm also coaching adults, and I'm coaching them to be able to succeed in school, succeed in their very first job, and throughout the rest of their life. So I've got a lot of pressure on me to do that, but it starts with respect, and I'm always so proud of the team that we have. And again, it's the coaches of the dressing room, our captains, that do a really good job of making sure everyone is on the same page, and our staff, we're all completely aligned when it comes to everything that we want to do and how we want to foster the development of our team. So I think so far we're doing an okay job.
I would say that, fortunately or unfortunately, probably factually, there are still more men in coaching in women's hockey than women. And what is your unique perspective, being a woman as a coach and a former player playing women's hockey as a coach? Do you think it gives you an advantage? Do you think it allows you to identify with your players more? Like, how do you feel that works?
Yes and no
Okay.
for the advantage. If I'm going to get mad at them, I think they know they deserve it. And a male coach might hold back being worried about their feelings. And that has nothing to do with them as a coach. It's just how the female will take that criticism,
Sure.
right? At the same time, I'm not too much older than them, so sometimes I have to put the earmuffs on when they're talking about a night out or something like that.
Yeah.
That I'm still your coach. So again, they enjoy having a mixture. We have males and females on our staff, and we work really well with each other. There's so much in the male hockey world that we need to carry over in our practices, in our games, all of the strategies that our female coaches aren't really aware of because we haven't had those situations, right? And even though we've had male coaches most of the time, you learn differently. And so our male coaches have really helped us step up our game and develop some skills and learning to think for themselves instead of taking everything a little bit too literally,
Yeah.
which has been really helpful.
Very good. Well, Brianne, thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
Good luck. Glad to see you guys back again this year, and we look forward to see what happens in this tournament.
Yes, thank you again.
This is Brianne Shunock, Sault College, Women's Division II.